Welcome to Life Begins at Midlife. You thought midlife came with a crisis. Nobody told you it came with a choice. The choice to stop shrinking and start living. The choice to put yourself first and not apologize for it. I'm Jackie Bourne, your host, and every week I'm bringing you the real, unfiltered conversations about what midlife looks like when you decide to do it your way. Grab your drink of choice and come on in. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Life Begins at Midlife. Today we've got Katherine in the studio and I'd like you to give her a very warm welcome. Katherine, it's lovely to have you. We've been trying to get you into the studio for quite a while now and we'd love to hear a little bit more about what you've been up to. I know a bit about what the exciting things you're busy with, but would you like to tell the audience what you've been up to?
Yeah, I'd love to. And well, thanks for having me, Jackie. Yes, indeed, we have been working at getting together for quite some time. So it's great to finally be here and chatting with you. So, yeah, my name's Katherine, and I just turned 50 last year. A mum of two, based in Chester. And I'm a writer by trade. Basically, at the moment, I've got a few different projects running. I've got kind of by accident, which only happened a few weeks ago, due to my cat taking up residence at Chester Station. I was getting numerous calls all the time, asking if she was okay. So I thought, I'll just throw a Facebook page up there, make sure that people can find her and see that she's fine, that she's well cared for, and she basically spends most of her time at the station. And it's kind of exploded into a rather what I thought was going to be a tiny side project has actually become quite a large project. In that my cat, she's called Tiggy, and if you want to look her up on Facebook, she's called Tiggy Chester Station Cat, and she somehow, nothing to do with the writer in me, I'm sure, has found herself running a huge office with multiple departments, staff. At the moment, there is a great protest going on platform 6 of mammals, arachnids, and insects because they were not included in the Employee of the Week vote. Perhaps I'll leave it there, and anybody who's interested can pop on over to Facebook and take a look at that little project of mine. So that, as I say, is a bit of a side project, but my real main project at the moment is a project called Skill Seeds. And now, in perhaps another of my ways of thinking creatively, I suddenly thought to myself, I've never created an app. I've done plenty of websites and written lots of things. I'm also, I didn't mention, I'm a songwriter as well, so I do lots of music. But one thing I hadn't done was an app, and I thought to myself, everybody else can, people can build apps, so therefore, and I've got very much that attitude, if somebody else can do it, I can do it. So I took it upon myself to build an app. And so, in thinking about what I wanted to build in terms of an app, I didn't want to just, build a game, something that was throwaway. I wanted to build something that was going to be useful and productive, something that there was a need for. So I came up with this. It's a microlearning app. So it's basically all the lessons on it are 5 minutes long, and the unique thing about it, though, is because I can hear people saying, "Right, there's loads of apps like that." Well, this app is different because it has its own currency, so it's really self-funding. So it has what's called seeds, and so the lessons purchase via seeds, and then also creators can upload using seeds. So how it works is it's harder to explain than it is once you actually get into looking at it. So but everybody who joins up to the app gets allocated 10 free seeds a day. Oh, sorry, every 24 hours in which they log in. And these seeds can be used either to create content or to consume content. So you can be a learner and a creator, just a learner or just a creator. It's entirely up to you. So basically, all the lessons are short form, but they can also be built into courses. And the lessons can be on absolutely anything. That's the other beauty of it. If you can teach something in 5 minutes, it can go on skill seed. So it could be cookery, it could be knitting, it could be music, it could be a language, it could be, I don't know, how to change a tire. Absolutely anything you could think of could go on skill seeds, as long as it can be taught in 5 minutes. And then, as I say, you can build these single 5 minute lessons up into full courses. So really, it's actually a pretty flexible platform. And the other beautiful thing about it is there's no adverts. So again, that was something that I really, really wanted to build, was something that, it could be a place where finally it's quiet. We
Mm.
can have a peaceful learning environment. So yeah, because it's self-funded with its own unique currency, there's no adverts, none of the with other platforms that perhaps should remain nameless,
Yeah.
where the only aim of them is to drag you in. The actual strapline for skill seeds is stop doom scrolling, start bloom scrolling, and I think that really encompasses what it's all about. I want it to be a safe place where parents can say to their kids, what are you doing on there? Oh, you're on skill seeds. That's fine. Have another half an hour, rather than the battles we have at the moment with our kids of, no, you put that down now and go and do your homework. Um, with that in mind, also, I have set the app up so carers and parents can create managed accounts, so they can actually oversee the content their child has. They can award their, buy seeds for their kids, because that was the other thing I haven't mentioned yet. You can also purchase seeds. So while you have your free seeds that you can use, if you want to upload extra content or open more lessons, then you can purchase seeds as well. So parents and carers can gift seeds to their charges, and then they can also, say, unlock certain content or courses for them and say, for example, right, that course will help your maths homework. I'd like you to do that course. And then they can see if they've done that course, then they can perhaps, reward them with something else by saying, well, now you can do this fun course, perhaps learn a magic trick, anything that you might find on skill seeds. So yeah, does that cover it? Have you got any questions about the app and how it works?
Well, one thing I noticed, because you shared it with me before to have a look at, a thing that came to mind for me was that people might get it for their child, but
Mm-hmm.
then a mum might think, oh, I could actually make a bit of extra income on the side because I like cooking or I like crocheting or something like that.
Yeah.
So, it could be a thing for the whole family to use. Mum could be either learning something new or mum could be generating a side income, dad, whoever it is. And then the youngsters could then even see, oh, instead of just consuming stuff, I'm very good at building, I don't know, Lego or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
they could maybe even start creating and becoming a youngster entrepreneur with the supervision of their parents. So I
Yeah,
think it's
absolutely.
quite.
And that's, yeah, you've really picked up on something that I really hope is how the app will evolve. Because it really is unlike, again, these platforms that we've mentioned previously, if you want to earn on those platforms, you've got to, first create a massive following. You've then got to keep up with that, keep up the momentum, keep up the views. I mean, they're very cagey, these places, about exactly what you need to do in order to earn money. But what one knows for sure is that it's not as easy you know as it sometimes appears to be. That it's actually quite a high stress environment for these creators, because if they are using that as a main income source, it's highly stressful. You're basically only as good as your last reel, and you could suddenly be dropped by the algorithms, and your income plummets. So with skill seeds, it's the earning model is actually, I think, really transparent. So basically, in order to upload content, you need seeds. You can use your free seeds to do that. If you use free seeds, the reward ratio is lower, but uh, you still can earn a monetary reward anyway.
Mhm.
If you use paid seeds, the ratio goes up. But also, the great thing is you can set the price of your content. So when you go to publish your content, you'll be offered the choice of how you price it. So if you thinking to yourself, right, this lesson I've done is really great. I think it's gonna, I'm really hopeful that a lot of people are going to see this and want to unlock it. I'm going to set the price a little higher than perhaps I have for other content. You can also publish content that's for free as well.
Yeah.
Again, you don't earn on free content, but you can, build your reputation that way.
Yeah.
So you might think, I'm going to charge 5 seeds for this 5 minute lesson. So the way it works is to publish, you pay a multiplier. So you pay 5 times whatever it's going to cost for each unlock. And then you earn back a percentage of each unlock. So the potential earnings are they're actually really good, but also you're in control. And then, for example, if once you've published a lesson, you think, oh, maybe I've charged a little bit too much for that, you can put the price down so that say you think I'm not getting that many unlocks at 5 seats. I'm going to put it down to 2 seats as an experiment to see if I get more unlocks and I can earn more out of this content. And then equally, if you've priced it too low, you think everybody's unlocking it. This is great. I'm going to add an extra seed price,
Yeah.
cost to that. So you've got great flexibility in it. And as I say, there's a website, so anybody who's interested can go take a look. And there's I've built earning model stuff, so you can pop some figures in and it will spit out what you could potentially earn from your content. So yeah, and the other great thing about it is, because you're building a library, so you could record some, upload some content now, and you could still be earning from that in 5 years' time if people are still unlocking it.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to make a no stress income. So going back to how these other platforms work, if you're a content creator, you might not earn anything for. It could be some content creators don't earn anything for years
Yeah.
until they've built the audience. You can start earning from day one because I've again deliberately set the cash out threshold really low. So if you reach £50, you can cash out.
Yeah.
And again, so there's none of this like you've got to have a certain number of viewers, none of this you've got to have a certain number of followers. No, you can just put it on there, see how you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you've actually really got nothing to lose. And it creates an
No,
opportunity, like I said earlier on, for lots of people to be able to earn that little bit of extra income, even if it
yeah,
is towards a holiday or towards a
mm,
Christmas or birthday or something like that.
yeah,
There's that opportunity for people.
exactly. And also, I mean, there's no issue if people are already, working on creating content on other sites. There's no issue with um, just copying that content across onto skill seeds. As long as they own the content, then that, free to do what you want.
Absolutely.
Um,
That
yeah,
sounds
so
exciting. Yeah.
yeah, and it's available in the Play Store at the moment. It is still in testing, but it's ready to launch. I'm just really building up the content library at the moment. So there's a decent amount of content before it launches. So if any creators out there want to come to me to have a chat, I'm happy to hear from anybody, any subjects, parenting. I don't know.
Anything.
Anything it could be. So, and that's the other great thing. I'm sure that so many people out there that have got great skills and knowledge that they can impart, and it's just a really nice way to do that. Maybe you want to read some bedtime stories, 5 minute bedtime stories for the kids. Just it could be anything,
Absolutely. And just
and
keep
any language as well. It doesn't have to be English.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think we've all got something that we could put on there, really. And if you really look
yeah.
at it at the end of the day, something to share, something, you know,
Yeah,
to earn some money.
absolutely. Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, I want it to feel like a safe environment. And that's the other thing. There is a rating system so people can rate your videos, but there's no commenting. So you've got no opportunity for the
Trolls.
trolls.
Mm.
So I really want it to be a safe, kind space,
Yeah.
something that people the feel is different from anywhere else.
Absolutely. And we need places like that because
Yeah,
lots of people that feel, very anxious about putting stuff on the other platforms because of that.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's very exciting. So look forward to seeing it all come to life. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'll put all the links to your websites and um, to Tiggy's page and all that on the show
Yes.
notes, so we can keep a follow and see what you've been up to. And thank you so much for being a guest today. It's been lovely chatting to you.
Indeed. No, really good to chat, Jackie. Thank you ever so much for having me, and hopefully we'll chat again when
Absolutely.
we reach the next milestone. I don't know whether that will be that Tiggy has taken over Manchester Station as well.
Can you imagine? She might catch the train.
Well, I wouldn't put it past her. I really wouldn't. She has been known to jump into vans and land herself in. She's a proper adventurous cat, which is why it really actually suits that the story is really taking off. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying having the two different projects going on, because one's obviously a bit more serious, but Tiggy, yeah, really plays to my sense of the ridiculous.
Absolutely. No, that's good though, and it's something like you say, it's something fun for people to brings the community together as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Maybe not the
I
local
haven't.
community, the extended community of whoever
The
passes through the station.
irony that I've started a Facebook page when I've actually started an app which is really going, let's not do that, hasn't passed me by. But I think that Tiggy can be a really good example of how those spaces can be nice, fun community places, because I honestly have not had a single negative comment on Tiggy's page, which is so refreshing and lovely. And so it feels like I'm building a really nice community. So hopefully Tiggy is showing how those spaces can actually work in a beneficial way as well. But also Skill Seeds is still, I think, a very important space that a lot
Absolutely.
of people could enjoy.
Lovely chatting. We'll
All
catch up
right, you take
again
care,
soon.
Jackie. Bye.
And that's a wrap on another brilliant conversation. I hope it's left you feeling fired up, inspired, and ready to take on whatever this next chapter has in store for you. If you've loved this episode, hit subscribe so you never miss a thing, and share it with a midlife woman in your life who needs to hear it. That's how we build this revolution, one conversation at a time. And if something we talked about today has sparked something in you, come and find me, book an insight call, and let's talk about what's possible for you. Or follow me on Substack, where I go even deeper between episodes. Links for everything are in the show notes below. Until next time, remember, life doesn't just begin at 20, it begins again at midlife. See you next week.